What is going on, brothers? This is David Lyon, founder of Evolving Man. And in this video, I want to talk about reclaiming your inner warrior. So a lot of men that I work with and in the community are struggling with staying on track with their mission, with believing in themselves that they can bring the change into their lives that they want to bring, getting swayed off by intense emotions, and so on and so forth. And so for me, there's all signs that you're not connected to this healthy warrior quality. Now, just to give you a bit of context from my own life, I experienced both kind of shadow expressions of the warrior very much. One side is this kind of having to push through no matter what. I don't care what I feel. I disconnect. I numb myself. I don't care how it affects others. I don't care how it affects the environment. I'm just going to do what I said I would do. I did this for a long time, actually. This kind of really pushing myself hard. And at some point, because I noticed this isn't healthy, this is not going to lead me anywhere, I flipped to the other side, which is only doing what feels right. Avoiding any discomfort, believing that when there's discomfort, it means I'm not really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Avoiding hard work, changing my mind, changing my plans whenever like something would come up. And so that's another shadow side of this warrior quality. What is the warrior quality for me, or what are warrior qualities that are connected to this archetype? So for me, it's the ability to say you're going to do something and then do it. It's having a sense of integrity, meaning my word has value. If I promise something, I fulfill it. It's the ability to face discomfort. It's the ability to go into the daily grind, to say, okay, here's something I want to create, and I'm going to put in the fucking work to get there. I'm not going to expect the universe to magically provide for me. I'm going to show up every single day so that I create what I want to create. That for me is a healthy warrior quality. And so if you are serious about creating a life that is truly in alignment with who you are and what you want to do, if you want to have a life of purpose, if you want to create any kind of business, then you're going to need these qualities. And if you resonate with the kind of shadow expressions that I just shared, which I think is most men, to be honest, what are things that you can do to change that? So one is find men who inspire you, who are embodying this warrior archetype in a healthy way, okay? So that your system has something it can look towards as like, oh, this is how this could look like. Because we're surrounded by shitty role models of the warrior archetype in both directions, in the like I do whatever I said I would do regardless of how it makes me feel, and the other side is like, oh no, I just follow the flow, and the truth is somewhere in between. So that's one. Find role models that inspire you, where you feel like, yeah, they're embodying this in a healthy way. The second thing is create spaces for you to practice this warrior quality. So the thing is, being connected to this warrior archetype is not going to be helpful in every situation. Like there are going to be spaces, for example, when you relate, say to a woman, say to your partner, where it's not so much about being in the warrior. It's more about being in a place of feeling, being very receptive, being more spontaneous, being more creative. And so in that space, being in this kind of, here's what I said I would do and I'm going to do it, is not helpful, right? So understand that there are contexts, there are situations where connecting to different sides of you is important. And so when I say reclaim your warrior, this is not like wherever you are and whenever you're going to be in this space. It's like, no, understand when you need it and then, express it. So what helps me is to have certain spaces where I practice this quality. So I say, okay, now I have something to do for my business, and I'm going to set aside 1 hour where I'm going to do just that, right? So it's not like 6 hours and just that, but it's like certain spaces where I practice it. And so in this 1 hour, I'm going to do everything that I can to stay really focused. And so if something comes up in the process, unless it's like super overwhelming and it's very clear that you have to be with this, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to look at this after I've done what I said I would do. And so the more that you do this in your daily life with the very small things, you're going to notice that it becomes easier to do the hard work, to face discomfort. Okay? And again, this is not about always facing discomfort and always doing hard work. Like, life is more than just doing that. But if you're not able to do that, you're not going to be able to move forward. So create small pockets where you practice being persistent, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's hard, and your ability to do that is going to expand. And over time, this is also going to help you discern between what is like a discomfort that comes from a place of, well, this is uncomfortable because it's new and it's scary to step into my full power. And when is discomfort a sign that maybe you're going too fast, or maybe you're doing something that is not actually healthy, where it's like a more of a mental idea of like, oh, I'm supposed to do this, but your body's telling you, no, that's actually not the next thing, right? But create spaces where you don't ask yourself, is this the right thing or not? Create spaces where you're like, I said I would do this and I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to take on like overwhelming projects where it's clear that I will fail, but I'm going to start with small things. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to sit down now for half an hour and I'm just going to write. I'm going to do some gardening work for 1 hour. I'm going to clean the kitchen in half an hour. Okay? I hope this is clear. Please let me know if you have any questions about this. Reclaiming the warrior is super important for so many men out there. So I really encourage you to try these things out that I said, and share with me, and share if you have any further questions about this. And I am here to support you. I'm dedicated to support you. Reclaim your warrior so that you can bring into the world what you're meant to bring. It's not going to happen without the warrior. All right? So as always, with Evolving Man, you're seen, you're loved, you're appreciated. Keep evolving, and I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.